with that last bit of land, we are now able to realize the European unity, Union of European States. This is the new OP European Union, and it is OP not only because of the insane amount of manpower, factories, everything that we're going to get, but this new European Union is OP because you can expand it, and each of these decisions will actually give you cores on those states. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I finally have the full Habsburg Hungary guide ready for you, and it will be amazing. In this guide, I will show you how to dominate the RNG in the early stages of the run, to then defeat both the Axis and the Allies entirely by ourselves. If that sounds interesting, then this is the right video for you. Of course, if you have been following the channel and enjoying the content I make, please do not forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing and leaving a comment. It really helps. And that's really all for the introduction, so let's get started with Hungary. As usual guys, you can find all researches and focuses in the description of the video, so they will not be covered in the video itself, and you can get access to the dedicated spreadsheet by purchasing a tier 2 membership to the channel. Now, in terms of buildings, we're going to build full infrastructures in this province here. This will be our production priority, and we're going to import only one steel from the Soviet Union. One factory, that is. We're going to gather our armies, our units, and then we're going to draw a fallback line exactly like this. And this is quite important. We're going to use it later for a trick that I will show you in a bit. We're also going to use this guy as our army general. I'm going to disband this cavalry since we are not going to use it, and I'm going to rename this one to Cav and this one to Inf, so that it is easier to follow my spreadsheet. Now, it is also very important that we disband all of our planes now. You will see later why. And that's already all for our initial setup. We can save and we can start. There won't be much if you're watching the unedited version in these early phases of the guide. Nothing happening for quite a while. When you get to the first event, disperse them, get the extra political power. Alright, now when you complete this focus, you will get an event. A very, very important event. One that forces us to promise peace, which will destroy our manpower even further. Or to start a war with Romania, Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia at the same time. Will actually provoke them and they will always attack you if you pick this one. And that is what we are going to do. Although it sounds like a suicide, it's going to be our first trick and our amazing move for this run. Now, I actually made a dedicated video showing all of the tricks we are going to use as Hungary. So make sure to check it out to see a more detailed explanation for all of them. So in this case, what we are going to do is we're going to pick this option. And that will also help us get rid of this terrible Treaty of Trianon, as the first war will immediately get us rid of this focus. Well, let me do that again. As soon as we start a war, or as soon as we are at war, this as soon as we are at war, this spirit will disappear. I would also recommend making a save now and making several saves throughout the run. This run is still a bit RNG heavy, so just in case. Call it cheese. Now, do not pick the next focus yet and slow down the speed a little bit. As in just a few days, Romania, usually first, and then Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia will declare war on you. And keep in mind that you want all of them to be at war with you at the same time. Usually takes a few days. Don't worry about the focus. We're going to lose a few days of the focus, that's fine. There we go. Okay, Romania is at war with us. Now we're going to need to wait a little bit longer. But as you can see, we already got rid of the Treaty of Trianon. We bypassed this focus. And another amazing perk of this tree is that we're also going to get rid of civilian economy for war economy. That's why we have been saving political power. Now we just need Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia to join. Come on, be good boys. There we go, finally. Okay, Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia also declared war on us. Now we can finally lose. So disband all of your divisions. Yeah, okay, we saved the manpower and stuff. Disband all of your divisions and just lose. The only thing is you want to lose to Romania and to Czechoslovakia. This should be enough. There we go, perfect. Now, the trick here is this. Since both Romania and Czechoslovakia are democracies, they're going to be good guys. They're just going to let us live without demanding anything from us. If we lose to Yugoslavia, however, and that's why we used the fallback line in here, since they are non-aligned, they may claim some of our provinces, which would not be very cool. So, now we lost the war, but nothing happened. We did lose all of our divisions, but we're going to recruit them again. We have enough infantry equipment to recruit new ones, and we fixed the issues with our economy. Now we're war economy, we don't have the Treaty of Trianon anymore, and we can now finally pick the next focus as well. Now, at this point, we're going to recruit new units, but not infantry units. We're going to recruit as much cavalry as possible. That should be 51. And the reason for that is that these cavalry divisions are very cheap, very small. And the more we have deployed, the more chances there are that Austria and then later Czechoslovakia will accept our demands, which is absolutely vital for our run. This is going to be this is the infantry MIO. Now we are also going to start building military factories in this 80% province and this 60% one. And we are going back to importing 1 steel from the Soviet Union. There we go, perfect. And we can continue. Now, at 150 political power, we're going to pick the moderate lawyer to increase stability and especially political power. We're going to need a lot of political power in this one. And now, as you pick this focus, we are going to force deploy all of our cavalry divisions. Going to give them all to the same army. We can use the usual guy here. And we can start training them on area defense. At the same time, we're also going to start improving relations with Austria, as that will also affect the chances that they accept vassalization. And we can continue. At 150 political power, we're going to pick the industrial concern. Now let's see what Austria does. Need to wait for a few days for this focus. And Austria always accepts, so that's perfect. Now we can pick this focus here. And then as soon as you get 50 political power, go and seize control of this region that Austria was controlling. We can now also pick volunteers only as soon as you get the political power. We are going to force deploy again all of our cavalry divisions. Add them to the training list and start recruiting again full cavalry divisions, another 51 in Budapest. Now, when you pick the focus protect Czechoslovakia, start improving relations with Czechoslovakia. Now, in the case of Czechoslovakia, things are going to be a little bit different, because what determines whether Czechoslovakia will accept annexation or not, vassalization or not, is not only the amount of deployed divisions and their opinion of us, which will be slightly positive by the time we finished improving relations, but also the word tension. We need word tension to be above 20% to make sure, or to increase the chances that they accept. And for that we're going to use another little trick in a little bit. No. Mistake, sorry guys, no, not adjusting trade yet. Now, usually around the end of this focus, Japan will trigger the war on China, and that will increase the war tension high enough for us to be able to justify a claim on the United States. We're not actually going to use this claim, but by increasing the war tension massively, together with Japan and their wars, we will be able to bring the war tension above 20% and ensure that Czechoslovakia accepts our demands. Let's see what happens. And it is 20%. Should be slightly above. Perfect. Oh, we're also going to force deploy all of our cavalry divisions before that is done, to further increase our chances. There we go. And they should accept. That's perfect. Look at that. Now, Czechoslovakia is also our vassal. Okay, now that Czechoslovakia is our puppet, what we are going to do is we are going to build more military factories in all of the 80% provinces. Wait. Why can I not see the Czechoslovakia? Okay, now we can. In the 80% provinces in Czechoslovakia too. And then in the 60% provinces as well. Also in Austria as well. Well, whatever, something like this is fine. Now we need to adjust our armies, and for that we are going to cancel the additional cavalry that we were recruiting, and we're going to split this army a little bit around. We want in the end a total of 3 armies. We actually have a little bit extra, so we can remove the extra ones. We want 3 armies of 24. We don't need the other ones. Something like this. So these guys we can disband. These guys we can assign to 1 marshal. We're going to change 2 of these armies into infantry. Now try to have the trained cavalry in there if possible. Well, this will be edited out for sure, but...
Utasítások. Értettem. Figyelem. Sorakozó.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to change 2 of these cavalry armies into infantry armies, the trained ones possibly. And the third one is going to remain an army of cavalry, a group of 24.
Sorakozó.
Let's also use these generals for the other two armies, and we can assign good old Otto as the marshal.
Utasítások.
Now we want to keep training all of them. We can do so by giving them an area defense command, so they don't die of attrition. Then we're also going to request forces from our puppets. And we're going to use them to create another army.
Értettem. Parancsok.
This other army we are going to send at the border with Romania. We are not going to use a marshal yet, and generals don't matter, but use defensive-oriented ones, if possible.
Értettem.
Actually, somebody with infantry traits is better, but yeah. Now, as for what concerns our claim on the United States, we don't really need the claim, but we want the war tension to be a little bit higher, so we're going to keep it until we have generated a total of 8% war tension. So just keep it for a few more days, but then when you get to about 8% war tension, then, there we go, okay, then stop the claim on the United States. If we generate above 10% war tension, then the UK is going to start guaranteeing stuff around us, and we don't like that. So this is better. At 150 political power, we are going to pick limited conscription. And then as soon as possible, we are going to start improving relations with Romania. There we go. They hate us, but they will hate us a little bit less later. By the way, guys, after losing the war, we actually stopped producing support equipment and tower artillery. So I should have done this a little bit earlier, but we actually want to readjust the production to have one factory on support equipment and one on tower artillery. It's not going to be a big problem, but try to adjust it right after the war with Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and Romania. That's why we had more cavalry than usual. Every little detail counts in these guides. This will be our artillery priority in terms of MIO. Well, this is the artillery MIO. At 100 political power, we are going to pick the Army Offense Expert. We're going to build more military factories in 80%. No, that's not really needed. And we're going to adjust the production a little bit. We're going to bring infantry equip down to 10. We're going to add the production of trains. Artillery goes at the bottom, but full priority for future factories. Now, from now on, we also want to keep trade adjusted. So we're going to import stuff and keep it always full. We're also going to pick bold attack, and we're going to stop training our units, and we're going to position them for the upcoming wars. So we want this infantry army to push into this part of Yugoslavia. The second infantry army to push into this part of Yugoslavia. And cavalry to push the entire Yugoslavian front. We're not actually going to push with cavalry, we're going to use cavalry to rush the victory points in Yugoslavia as we open a breach into their front. Now, as soon as possible, we also want to start improving relations with Poland. Let's go on and do that. We can also give these guys, by the way, shift click to give them a full front line with the marshal, and then right click to make an offensive line into Romania. Now soon we will find out if Romania accepts or not. They do hate us pretty much. So let's see what Romania does. Usually they accept. There we go. So they accept not because they like us, because they hate us, but they accept because they are scared. So there we go. Perfect. Now we can position these divisions again because the front moved a little bit. So let's prepare to push into Romania and adjust this push into Yugoslavia.
Figyelem!
Now, at this point, there is this supply hub, which is not connected to the other ones, so you want to build a railway connecting these two hubs here. Otherwise, units in here will suffer a lot from attrition. Another important thing here, guys, is what happens if Romania refuses? Well, if Romania refuses, you get an event, and you get a choice. You can either declare war on Romania, or lose your claims. You don't want to lose your claims, but if you declare war on Romania right now, France will join, and we don't want to be at war with France just yet. So what we are going to do is, we got a claim on Yugoslavia through focuses, and you can use it if Romania declines. Before accepting the war on Romania event, you declare war on Yugoslavia, you wait for Romania to join, and then immediately, as soon as they join, you click declare war on Romania in the event, and since they are already at war, since they are already at war with you, that will not do anything, and France will not join. So that's our other trick that we use to take care of Romania. Now, regardless of the event, we are going to declare war on Yugoslavia very soon. We want to declare war on Yugoslavia before completing this focus. I am fixing a bit the spreadsheet, guys, so sorry if you are watching the unedited version, give me a second. Alright, so we are going to wait until all of our divisions are in position, and then as soon as they are ready, we are going to start this war.
Figyelj! Utasítások!
Okay, everybody seems ready, so we can start our war. Let's save. And let's go. War on Yugoslavia. These will, of course, call Romania into the war. Also, remember to assign all of your planes. We don't have many, but it's better than nothing. So let's use them to push a bit more. Let's also make sure that the motorization priority is the right one. And let's assign some trades in here as well. The important ones. These ones are less important, so we can ignore them.
Yes.
And we can use some of the command power actually to recall this guy to active service. He's going to be a nice general and then field marshal for us.
Indulásra kész.
And let's start pushing along the entire front. Slow down the speed a little bit. Now what we need to do in here is we need to break through at some part of the front, and then we are going to use cavalry to rush the victory points.
Indulásra kész.
Not sure what these guys are doing, but I hope they fix spearhead soon. It looks like we were able to break through here, so we can start immediately rushing the victory points, especially with our cavalry.
Parancsok.
And we don't care much about what happens at the border with Romania. That's pretty much irrelevant for us.
Értettem.
At least for now.
Sorakozó. Figyelem.
You will see that rushing does require a little bit of micromanagement, this part of the run. It's not that difficult. Once you break through, it's quite easy. Slow down the speed if needed. Just make sure to do it properly.
Utasítások.
It's very important to end the war as fast as possible.
Készen állok.
Yeah, sad that they had a division there. It's unfortunate.
Figyelj.
Now, Poland should definitely accept our request. Their opinion of us is very high, and the war tension is fairly high as well. Those are the two elements to always consider, in addition to the amount of divisions. But we also request more divisions whenever you can to reinforce further this border. Here we will suffer a little bit, at least initially.
Utasítások.
Okay, let's see if we can actually rush this part or not.
Figyelj.
Not yet, okay, that tank is a little bit annoying.
Utasítások. Hagyd nekik. Mozgás.
Here we can rush. Now, as soon as you complete the anti-air, add it to our production, it's going to be actually the priority. Only 2 factories to it, but top of the list.
Utasítások. Figyelem! Mozgás előre!
And looks like Yugoslavia may be almost screwed. Let's see if this is enough. But we'll get it immediately.
Figyelj!
I think we will take down Yugoslavia quite soon, which is perfect.
Parancsok.
There we go. Yugoslavia is already down. Now you may not be as fast. There is a little bit of a margin, but these wars are a bit tricky. We need to win them fast. Now, we're going to annex from Yugoslavia only 2 places, these 2, because they are our cores, and actually 3 places, and Dalmatia, because we need a harbor. And for the rest of Yugoslavia, we are going to puppet them and Balkanize them, so we're going to create as many small puppets as possible. Why do we make so many small puppets? I will show you in a little bit. Also, remember to take the resource rights and war reparations, of course. That should be everything. Okay, perfect. Look at this mess. Amazing. Let's confirm. And now it is time to take care of Romania. So we can rearrange our divisions. Also, at this point, we can deploy additional planes. So let's make sure to do that. As many planes as possible. We don't have many, but actually Romania also doesn't have many. So they're going to help.
Parancsok. Figyelem! Indulásra kész.
Now, Romania is an annoying opponent, so once again, if we can rush with cavalry, that will be great, but it will definitely be harder to do so. As soon as possible here, you should promote the new guy and make him your marshal. And then we can start pushing into Romania. Let's see if we can do it right away down here. If not, in any case, we want to do it as soon as possible. Once again, we are looking for an opening to rush in with cavalry, but it is much more difficult against Romania than it is against Yugoslavia. Now, if Poland accepts, as they should, this will make things a lot easier for us. Just in case. As it will extend the front a little bit, which is indeed convenient. Okay, let's see what Poland does. Poland, do whatever you need to do it faster. Oh, that's good.
Utasítások.
And there we go. Poland accepts. Once again, the war tension, the amount of divisions that we have will affect these. This is great because though it will make a bit of a mess of our front, it will make a mess for Romania as well. They don't have that many divisions. So now they need to cover a much wider area, which is very good. Now, at 100 political power, we're going to pick the military theorist, and we're going to pick the superior firepower doctrine, and as soon as possible, also the tactic. We now lack the required command power, but in any case, the doctrine is going to help a little bit. Now, of course, in here we are looking for windows of opportunity. May be able to get one here.
Pusztítjuk őket! Menj, menj, menj! Készen állok!
Okay, down here we are doing alright. We just need to break through.
Hagyd nekik!
This war is painful and a bit messy because we lack supplies. Speaking of supplies, after you take this part of Poland, you also need to build another railway in here. Oh, I didn't build this one. And yes, these railways must be our absolute priority to connect the capital and get supplies. So I also messed it up a little bit, but these railways must be the absolute priority, both of them.
Álljatok meg!
Come on, we really need to break through here.
Indulásra kész! Célzunk! Utasítások!
Okay, let's pick the tactic. Finally, we broke through here. Finally. Let's stop these guys.
Készen állok!
Nice, nice, nice. We're getting it. We are getting where we should be.
Indulásra kész! Célzunk! Figyelj! Sorakozó! Kész! Utasítások!
Let's see if we can rush the victory points fast enough.
Értettem!
They can be incredibly annoying. Also, the AI got a lot smarter.
Ne álljatok meg!
A little tricky.
Támadás alatt! Utasítások!
I think it's almost over. That's perfect, boys. This was a fast war. It may be a little longer for you. You have about 1-2 months, and then the problem is Germany demanding Sudetenland. By that time, we need to have our armies free, because we need to protect this area from Germany and basically scare them into not attacking us. If we fail to do that, we are in trouble. Now, technically, Germany should demand Sudetenland in September, October 1938, which is what historically happened. Actually, let me do the peace conference so I can show you with the timing too. Now, in the peace conference, what we are going to do is we are simply going to puppet and balkanize Romania. However, if they refused, so you didn't take this part peacefully, then you want to annex this part because you have cores in here. Other than that, we are going to make Bessarabia a puppet, Moldova, and also Ukraine. This part will be demanded by the Soviet Union later on, so you don't want to annex it directly. And then we're also going to puppet the rest of Romania, and we're going to get resource rights and war reparations, and also their amazing navy. And there we go. So now what I was talking about is, it is June. Usually in September or October, then the German Reich will demand Sudetenland. However, since they couldn't take Austria, I think they can bypass the focus to take Austria, and that's a 70 days focus. So sometimes they're a couple of months faster than that, which means that they may demand Sudetenland as early as July 1938, which could be tricky, because we were fast with the wars here, and if you're not fast enough, you may end up at war with the German Reich, which is not the worst thing if it happens after Romania capitulates, but if Romania is still up, then it's a bit of a problem, because then Romania will join the Axis, we will not be able to get a peace conference, it messes up the run a little bit. It's probably still possible, but it's a bit messed up, so try to avoid that if you can by rushing the end of these wars as fast as possible, as we just did. Okay, so what's next? Next, we need to protect this border and scare the Germans. So we're going to request forces from everyone.
Kész.
And we're going to send all of our divisions at the border with Germany
Parancsok.
in Czechoslovakia. Don't forget about this little corner here. We're also going to train everyone. We did lose quite a bit of manpower and army experience in there, so we need to train all of them. Now we're also going to make some changes to our divisions. First of all, we are going to duplicate infantry. We are going to create def, which is going to actually no, never mind. Let me do that again. So we're going to make some changes to our divisions. We're going to add the engineer company, the engineer support company to our infantry. We're going to save it. Then we're going to duplicate it. We're going to create def. From now on, this will be our def. And we're going to change infantry, the new infantry, into offensive. They are going to become elite. We're going to add some support anti-air. And we're going to bring them to a total of 18 combat width. Something like this. That's perfect. And then we're going to start recruiting 24 def. Finally, we're going to build tier 4 forts in here, because this is the only province in which we don't have forts against Germany if they attack us, and we're going to make it our highest priority. And with that, we can continue. Okay guys, another thing I noticed is that we should have increased the production of support equipment to 5 when we added civilian trains, so I did it now. It's a little bit late, but it shouldn't be a problem. And we can continue. At 100 political power, we are going to pick improved worker conditions to improve our stability a little bit. Oh, we get a bunch of useless MIOs. Even more useless than usual. No, this was the only useful one. This will be our CAS MIO. The other ones are useless. Completely useless. It's missing. I fucked up my spreadsheet a little bit, okay. Now, as we get closer to September, October 1938, Germany will complete the demand Sudetenland focus, and they will demand our land. So we need to be ready. There we go, around mid-September, perfectly on time. So when this happens, what we're going to do is we are going to stop training our divisions immediately, all of them. And then we are going to pick, they can have their war if they dare. Now, usually Germany is scared because we have so many divisions at the border and they do not declare war on us. But sometimes they do, and there is a little bit of RNG that we cannot avoid in this case. Either way is fine. Actually, if they declare war on us, then Germany will be incredibly weak later on because their economy will be completely fucked, and their divisions too. But let's make a save just in case. And let's see what Germany decides this time. And they decided to declare war on us. Well, that's better. That's gonna be a bit more challenging compared to the runs in which they don't. So that's fine. Now, at this point, just a couple of things will be different. If they don't declare war on you, then you are free to train your units and improve them without issues. If they declare war on you, on the other hand, you cannot train your units anymore, or Germany will break through. So just protect the front and make sure they don't take any of the fortified areas. Leaving all of your units here should be enough to guarantee that they cannot break through. Now, no, never mind. Maybe pick some of the traits for your generals at this point. Now, especially useful is this one, and defensive doctrine on this guy. Let's see if Germany is attacking. Also, make sure not to assign your planes there. We can disband all planes at this point, because we don't want to lose them. Germany has more anyway, so there is no point in contesting them. We can use them later. Was fast. And let's see what Germany does. Okay, they try to attack us. We are getting our defensive divisions. That's perfect. Going to further reinforce this front. Again, you would normally train these divisions, but since we are at war, we cannot afford to do that. So let's just reinforce the front. Why don't you go though? You should go automatically, no? Oh. Make sure that they are actually going to the front though. Okay, and as we complete this focus, first of all, we're back to Austria-Hungary, and that's amazing. And then we're actually going to integrate Czechoslovakia into the empire. And we're going to get a claim on Italy. We have claim states, so that this is never going to expire. So we can start fabricating a claim right away. Next, you want to build more in Austria in order to decrease their autonomy. But I noticed that in our case, we can already do that. If you cannot do it yet, build some more military factories, even forts, tier 1 forts at the border if needed, until you can decrease their autonomy to integrated puppets. After that, we can build more military factories in high percentage provinces. That would include Czechoslovakia if you were not at war with Germany. But since we're at war with Germany, they're going to bomb this area a lot. We can avoid it for now. So if you can build in the areas further away from Germany, even in the 60% provinces, we're fine with that. I don't think the HOI4's concentration will be enough to resist or to break through our forts, although their bombers will damage them. We can train our cavalry a bit, was damaged during the war. Now do pay attention to them, and if you can, do train your divisions, but don't train all of them at once. Try to rotate a bit, and if they keep attacking you, just don't train them. They will get trained automatically by defending. No, 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 no. What the hell? This Czechoslovakian guy went completely berserk, and that's not something I want. So please go back to your positions. Why were they not defending? No, 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 come on. I don't want that. Slow down. No, stay here. Well, I guess we can defend that, but it's not really something I planned. No, fine, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Is this fortified? No. They fix it. It's so annoying. I need to disband the line. Very annoying. Nah, it's okay. It's gonna be fine. Okay, and eventually you will annex entirely Czechoslovakia, which is great. Now, it is also a bit dangerous because you will get the Czechoslovakian divisions. You need to reassign them a little bit. Make sure not to make a mess now while Germany is pushing. Okay, something like this should be good. Didn't I? Ah, yeah, 3. Okay, that's perfect. Nice. Now, we need to just trade. One more thing, guys. If you were not at war with Germany at this point, you would change all of these divisions to our def and train them. But since we're at war with Germany, we cannot do that freely, so we are not going to change them at all. Can you import the right amount of steel, please? Thank you. Now, at this point, if you were building something in Czechoslovakia, these buildings will get bugged. Let me show you how it works. Basically, if you annex a puppet in which you were building, like here, See, this will complete on the 17th of January. If we wait for 1 day, it becomes the 18th. So this is completely stuck, and this is actually not building anything. And the only way to fix it is to decrease the amount. Then the next one will be built. It's very annoying, but nothing we can do about it. And by the way, in the spreadsheet, that's what I mean by fix a construction bug. Now, the other thing we are going to do now is we are going to improve the supply hubs in here, or better, the railways that lead to them, these ones. We're going to make it our top priority. Everything is destroyed in there, but we do need these hubs to be repaired. And then we're going to make some changes to our offensive template, some big changes. Because we're going to bring it to a combat width of 30, also adding 2 line artillery battalions. So this will be our new offensive template. Now, if not at war, you would also train these divisions, but we cannot. And now that we did that, we can also pick Smoke and Fire, and we can pick Doctrines from now on as we unlock them. I actually like that they are attacking us that much. This is good for our training and army experience. Casualties are looking good, although in here we are not protecting the forts. Okay, now we will be forced to. So that's good. No, take it back. Oh, whatever. How did the German leave this area empty and not protected is insane. It's beyond me. We got our claim on Italy. It's not time to use it yet, though. What we're going to pick now, though, is the financial expert to decrease the consumer good factories a little bit. If you can pick it a bit earlier, do it. Do it as soon as you have the political power. I actually forgot about him. If I checked my spreadsheet a bit more carefully, this wouldn't happen. It's okay though. Look at the German crashing into our units. That's amazing. Their casualties are going up big time. And they cannot really afford it, and they cannot afford to be at war. I can only guess. Can we know something about the... Wait. Where is the intel? Oh, okay, here. Let's see. I really wonder... We cannot know the consumer good factories though, right? I mean, we know they don't have that many, but we can probably not know the consumer good factories. Poor economy. Ah, they went for Todd. That's a good one. Well, whatever. Well, we know that with Mefo builds, they cannot be in a good shape right now. That's for sure. Now, keep an eye on the production, because once you produce enough infantry... No, let me do that again a bit later, actually. Now, keep an eye on production, because once you produce enough infantry... Oh my god. Keep an eye on production, because once you produced enough artillery, so once you start upgrading the artillery that you already have, maybe let it go for a couple more days, but then you want to switch the production. So at this point, what we are going to do is we are going to adjust production and bring the support equipment to 10, much needed. We're going to add the production of trucks and set it at 5. We're going to decrease the production of artillery to 5. No, to 5. And we're going to give all future factories to infantry equipment. So this is our new production priority. Adjust the trade. Okay, now it's time for a bold move. We need to remove our best divisions from here, and we need to prepare them to attack Italy. So we want these divisions to be removed from this army. We can keep cavalry in here, so we can assign cavalry to this guy instead. We can actually stop training them. And maybe reinforce the entire border with cavalry a little bit. But what we need is we need to move all of these units away from there. Maybe make a save just in case you don't want to lose the front. If you do, you're screwed. So we are going to use a fallback line somewhere in here, something like this. Let's see if we can smoothly remove our divisions from the front. And then we want to train these two offensive divisions. Yeah, this is going to help, actually. It looks like everything is fine. Perfect. And actually, Italy is probably going to declare war on us in any case. By the way, do not annex Austria. We're going to do it later. We need the political power. For now. No, wait a second. Damn it. Can you cancel a research? No. Cancel a research. Oh, annoying. Now, the next research, whatever, it's in the description. Will be a couple of days late because of that. Oh, I should have picked it. Okay, now, once all of our divisions are trained, we are going to declare war on Italy. We also need to save the fleet, so send it to something like Montenegro in here, and we are going to assign all of the planes that we have available to this army pushing in Italy. It's not going to be much, but it's going to be better than nothing. We really need them for the initial push. And then our strategy in this war is to actually let Italy push first. That's what we're going to do immediately. And then only after Italy takes all of these provinces that we have in here, we are going to counterattack. These are our puppets that we didn't call to war, so Italy cannot advance more anyway. Okay, seems good. Now we can plan our offensive. We're going with one army from here, and the main goal is to push northern Italy. Now here it's very important to take Venezia as fast as possible. The second army will take care of their divisions down here. So we are going to set up something like this and kill all of the Italian divisions down there. It's going to be amazing. Now everything should be fine in here, but just in case, make sure that Germany cannot push you. Let's wait until they're all in position. Let's give some planning to the northern army, because pushing into northern Italy is going to be tough and very, very important. And I will make a save. Now, another thing I did not do, but I could have done, and I didn't do it because usually you're not at war yet. This is the moment you join the war. But you can pick domestic film industry, you can pick radio propaganda, you can pick exhort heroism, and you can pick war bonds as soon as possible. You should be able to do it quite soon. Now, we could have done it a bit earlier since Germany declared on us, but I forgot to do it. In any case, what we need to do now is we need to call all of our puppets. Not all of them, actually, only these ones. Not Montenegro and not Austria. Very important to not call Austria, or you will be fucked. Make sure that you have the motorization priority, this stuff here, and let's attack Italy. Also, at this point, you may be able to pick infantry expert, depending on your generals. If you can pick it, it's going to be helpful. Let's slow down the speed a bit, and let's go. Stuff in here is looking good. Stuff up here is looking okay. Keep the pressure up. Get to Venezia as fast as possible. It's going to make all the difference. And once this army is done, send them also here to help push. So Italy may try some naval invasions. In that case, use one of the two armies to defend from the naval invasions. I think we're getting to Venezia. That's perfect. Okay, very good, very good. We cannot do much with dockyards, but I guess convoys are better than nothing. Now guys, make sure to use this strategy, otherwise Italy can be very, very annoying. If they can stack up their divisions in here, it's going to be extremely hard to break through. So it's very important to use this strategy, to let them push first, and then you go in and push. Look at how smooth this is now. Very smooth. They don't have divisions in here, which means they sent some to Germany, probably. Probably they have some in Africa. I don't know. Whatever. As long as they are not here, it's good for us. Oh yeah, one thing that we want to do is we actually want to block all of the sea regions in here. No point in losing our convoys. Let's also block sea regions up here. Yeah, okay, so let's block all sea regions. And once Italy is split into, you can also split your armies. One to push the south and one to push the north. And look at the German divisions, look at their strength. You can see that they are not producing enough equipment, so their strength is actually very low. It will be incredibly easy to take them down later when we actually attack them. Now let's hope that Italy doesn't do weird stuff with the civil war, which they sometimes do. Well, Italian divisions are just getting completely destroyed, which is nice. By the way, now we have very, very good divisions. So that's why Italy is suffering big time. When you get the special facilities, you cannot research anything yet but pick the scientist. Oh, they attempted a counter invasion in there. It's a bit annoying now. We will need to take care of it. No way around that. So we need to stop their counter invasions if they attempt some. And let me create a new army here. I think Italy will be in a civil war soon. Okay, they're in a civil war. Let's see if we can transfer territory. That would be very good. Come on, give me the message. Yes. Okay. Now, please do capitulate. Okay, all good. No weird stuff with the civil war in Italy is always good news. So, Italy is down. What is this empty place here? It is time for our German friends to die. So Germany will be not really a challenge, you will see, but they are much weaker than normal now. We're going to use our offensive armies to do the main push, but we're actually going to push with everyone because we want to take them down fast if possible. So the two offensive armies will push on the sides, and then with this guy we're just going to draw a giant offensive line and attack literally everything. Let's wait until these guys are in position and then we can just go. Come on, can you please use the railways? Oh my god. So let's give them a staff office plan. Them too. Okay, once everybody is ready, start all offensives. The offensive ones first, and then start pushing with all divisions. Again, look at Germany. Look at Germany being completely destroyed by Hungary. We weakened them, and now they're fucked. Do pick the air spirits when you can. This will be painful in terms of casualties, but that's alright. Speed at this point is more important. We will get manpower later. No, let's actually not use these divisions. Ooh, Berlin. Berlin will fall very soon. Now, we do get another scientist here. This one is more important. We can use him right away to research the military engineering vehicles. Let's go on and do that. Yeah, let's not take München. No, sure. Leave it there. Stupid idiots. Give me the spearheads. Look at this. Just avoiding the victory points. To spread. Oh, logistics wizard we like. It's fun to see how Germany goes down with absolutely no micromanagement, just pushing with everybody. Randomly pushing with everybody, and they are just getting obliterated. Now we do need to take Hamburg for sure. Let's start rushing victory points here. And then Dortmund and Hessen should do the trick. Let's see if that's the case. It should be the case. Let's see. Germany is very close, yeah. It looks like they are far, but I think Essen and Hamburg will be enough. So let's make a save. We done? Not yet. Yeah, because we left Stuttgart, of course. Of course. Okay, there we go. Germany is down. The Axis is already defeated. The peace conference is an easy one. We're going to annex Germany entirely. We're going to give all of the Italian cores to our puppet Italy. So that's Sardinia and this place here. I don't think this is a core. Right, yeah, that's not a core. Actually, we're going to annex this place for ourselves. Then we're going to give to Regno del Sud these two places here. Even more if there are more. Just give everything to them. Why is Slovenia part of this peace conference? I don't mind. We're actually going to annex Slovenia. I don't know why they are part of the peace conference. They shouldn't be, but... Sure. And then what we are going to do is we are going to puppet everything else. Going to take the resource rights and the war reparations as usual. And we're going to take the German Navy and the Italian Navy. And this is very, very important, of course. We can confirm. And there we go. It's now Austro-Hungarian Italy, and it is now Austria-Hungary controlling Germany. But we're not done yet. We want to take care of the allies before we end this run. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to integrate Austria. So this decision here. Then we're going to start a justification on Belgium and on the Netherlands at the same time. Start with Belgium. Belgium first, then the Netherlands. Just in case. They are not part of the Allies yet, and we want both of them to be part of the Allies to break through France later on. Now, in terms of buildings, we are going to prioritize building in Italy to decrease their autonomy. So start building military factories all over Italy and make it your top priority. Now we're going to change all of the divisions that we didn't change before into def. Let me maybe put all of the Austrian divisions together. These guys are already def. These are Austrian guys. And these guys will be def. Next, we are going to gather our fleet entirely in northern Germany. Let's make sure that everybody is going there. Now we actually have a fleet. That's amazing. We are immediately going to create an agency. We are going to get 5 upgrades and we are going to use spies to spy on the UK. This is not mandatory, but it will help with the invasion of the UK. Now we're going to prepare our armies for the Allies. The preparations are not too difficult. We are going to use one offensive to push into the Netherlands. We are going to use another offensive to push into Belgium. And then we need to prepare some defensive units to protect against Poland, because Poland may join the Allies, which is a bit annoying. So what we are going to do here is we are going to use one def at the border with France. One death up here at the border with Poland. Also plan an offensive into Poland. The remaining divisions will be at the other border with Poland down here. These guys and these guys. We're going to request all forces from Italy, which should allow us to create another army, basically. Can make a special marshal for that, actually. I think I could have used these guys a bit earlier, actually. I forgot about them completely, but now he's OP, so not too bad, I guess. Now we're going to use the Italian divisions to protect the border with France and the other group to defend the coast of Italy and Sardinia from the annoying naval invasions that the UK may trigger later on. Let's also protect this part of the coast. Only the coast. And then all additional divisions we get in future we will assign to that. Now let's train everyone and continue. What are these guys doing here? Who are they? These guys, I didn't give them any command. May have picked the wrong one there, but it doesn't matter. There we go, Austria is back into the empire, which means we need to reassign these divisions. Oh, this guy's OP. That's cool. I did forget to upgrade my agency, right? Yeah. I always do. It's okay. Okay, as soon as possible, decrease the autonomy in Italy once, and then again, we want to annex them. This will be our fighter MIO. A little more in Italy to make sure that this is our priority. Now, to speed up stuff with Italy, as usual, we can send them some convoys. Let's go on and do that. As you know, we get the convoys back. So as soon as you get to 300 political power, if you still don't have enough autonomy, or if you haven't lowered the autonomy enough, then send the convoys. Okay, we got our claims, but we need to annex Italy before we start this war. I will show you why in a little bit, but it's very, very important that we actually annex Italy before the war. There we go, we can annex Italy. Now, annexing Italy will give us more navy, the new Italian navy, and this is actually amazing. Because otherwise we would never get the naval superiority against the UK. But with all of these navies, we can. We also get the facility in here, and we can start researching the helicopter, which is cool. And then the Italian divisions are here now, and I need to manage them. It's not cool at all. Our motorized MIO. Now at this point we want to fix the usual construction bug in Italy, so we need to decrease the constructions by 1. Now they are fixed, and that's good. We want to stop training our armies. They are all trained, which is great. We're going to change the production. Actually not yet, because we need this focus, this research before we do. So never mind. Wait. Now do get the motorization priority and the spirits and traits, especially with the important generals. As many doctrines as you can. Also going to deploy and assign all planes to our inf. And then we need to wait, make sure that the entire fleet... what is this? These are units, okay. The entire fleet is in Germany before you start the war, or they will be stuck in the Mediterranean forever. And then as soon as you complete this research, start making the new F2. Use the light aircraft designer for it. So usual design, we're going to start producing it right away, although we're not going to be able to produce it for very long. So temporarily, we're going to decrease the production of infantry equipped to 10, and we're going to put everything into F2. This will not be for very long, however, because as we start the war, we will not be able to do this anymore. I don't know what to pick here, boys. Now just make sure that you don't let your claims expire, so we have time until August. We're going to use our time to produce as many fighters as possible before we are forced into the war. We'll get the second spy now. Okay, and then before the claim expires, before the claims expire, we are going to start our wars on the Allies. Let's make a save. Let's deploy the new planes that we made. Gonna be better than nothing. Not great, but better than nothing. So, war on Belgium. War on the Netherlands. The UK will join, of course. France will join. Let's start immediately both offensives. Let's wait a couple of days, but then we're going to need to change our production because we'll not be able to produce planes anymore. And what we're going to do instead is we're going to start producing the armored support vehicles so that later on we can use them for our divisions. At this point, the production is basically free, but what I usually do is I set everything to 15 and then everything to support equipment, to armored support vehicles. But literally free. Yeah, these guys are not going to give us anything soon. And we also want to start justifying a claim on Poland at this point. And, well, World War II is the usual stuff. So we're going to quickly take down the Netherlands. I didn't take the seducer, I'm an idiot. Oh, whatever. We're going to rush France. Oh, Mexico joined the Allies, right? That's unfortunate, because we could have stolen Mexico. Oh, that's okay. I'd also really like Luxembourg to join, though. Let's justify on Luxembourg too, just in case. Mostly because we need Luxembourg to form the European Union, so it's actually not irrelevant. Belgium is down. Netherlands down. Rush the victory points in France. Well, Paris is down, so I think France will also be down soon. And France is down. Usual, very fast World War II. Actually, let me show you something, boys. It is September 1940, so usually this is when Germany starts attacking Poland. We were faster than Germany. It's quite impressive. Now, we don't need to take care of these people here, so let's use these guys here. Let's also use one of the offensive armies to quickly take care of them. And the main offensive army, though, we're going to use it. Let's also give them suppressive barrage. For the tough part of this run and every run, I will make a dedicated video for this, but we need to plan an invasion of the UK, of course. We're going to go for groups of 2 from Dunkirk to the southern coast of the UK. So something like this, we also want all of the other divisions, even the ones that are not assigned, to be in the same area, and we want to gather our fleet in Dunkirk at this point. Let's use these guys to protect the coastline. We're also going to send our secondary offensive army as close as possible to the coastline after they are done, because we need all the help we can get in the UK. That's very, very important. Yeah, they're attempting an invasion in Italy. It's more or less fine. Just one division? Okay, our naval invasion of the UK is ready. Let's scout a little bit. Let's see if we would be able to get the naval superiority. No, we wouldn't be right now. Okay, so let's wait a bit. Let's also assign this guy here. Now, we do have planes, and I think if we play it correctly with planes, we can get the naval superiority. So let's gather all planes in here. Set them all on air superiority, close air support, and naval bombing. Make a save. Now let's see if we can pull this off. So we assign all planes to the channel, and we set the navy on naval invasion support in the channel, and we also unblock this region. Let's see if it works. It does. Perfect. So we trigger the naval invasion immediately. And this is a very, very important moment. They are defending. Let's use a force attack because it's very, very important that we get through. Now, at this point, the focus will say to pick this one, but if we're at war with them, of course, they will not accept, so pick this one instead. Okay, we disembarked. This is the first goal, but it's not the only goal. What is that? Ah, it's Irish. Okay. Because now we need to be fast. That's the key against the new UK. You need to be fast. The UK is not very strong at first, but if you give them enough time, they will send so many divisions in here, it's gonna be crazy. So as soon as you disembark, you want to send over all of your offensive divisions very quickly and take them down. Do not stop for even 1 second. Do assign all planes though. And if you play it like this, as you can see, yeah, they will send divisions, but they will not do it quickly enough. And we do want to stop the naval invasion support because our fleet will be destroyed, which is not very cool. How far are we from this claim, I wonder? Yeah, it's pretty far. Still pretty far. Oh, nothing there. Let's keep going, keep going. Try to take the harbors before they can reinforce. Doing great. Just a few more victory points and the UK will be down. They cannot stop us anymore at this point. It's done. Make a save, as always. And it will be peace conference time, boys. We did it. The UK is down. The Allies and the Axis are down. Now, in the peace conference, we are going to annex Belgium, the Netherlands, mainland France, and then we are going to annex also these two provinces here, Southern Ontario and St. Lawrence. Always great if you want to invade the United States. And then we're going to puppet with resource rights and war reparations, everything else, and take everyone's navies, as usual. I will skip the peace conference for you. Just remember to take all of the cores in Europe, Luxembourg too, if you can. Looks pretty good to me. Let's pop it. I don't know, maybe it was faster the old way when I was puppeting all, resource rights all, war reparations all. Or did the other ones go? Oh, I guess they were there. We don't actually have enough points to take everybody's fleet. Let's take as much of the Royal Navy as we can. Gonna be good enough. And there we go. Peace conference done. We're happy. Now we got a massive navy, which is great. We need to repair our navies too, and we need to prepare our offensive divisions to take care of Poland as fast as possible. So Poland is actually not required, but we are still going to take them down. What is required is Luxembourg for the European Union, if we do want to do that. So another thing we're going to do is we're going to create this Kingdom of Croatia, Slavonia, and we're also going to integrate it immediately. We're going to switch the support company to the offensive one, to the assault support company for our offensive divisions. More buffs. First, we're going to cancel trade, and we're going back to producing a lot of F2. And we can now produce also C2. Yeah, well, I don't have the required experience to do it. But if you do have the required air experience, you can start making this design, which is very good. We are using the self-sealing fuel tanks. It's going to be more expensive, but we don't care. And I don't have the dive brakes because, we didn't research them. That's it. We can maybe train everybody. But this is probably not happening, and that's alright. If you're watching the unedited version, everything, you can do anything you want now. It's completely free, the run is over. This was not expected. Whatever, I think this may be fun later, if we ever go for that. Ah, no, let's go this one. Yeah, this one. Wait, I don't want this stuff to happen, though. They bypass this. They do like this one. Oh really? Spain declined. They usually accept. Oh nice, we got a claim on Spain. So we can take Spain, but not now. There we go. Claim on Poland. Let's take Poland. There is a chance that they join some weird faction, so let's try to do it faster, just in case. I will push with everybody. Oh, there is nobody there. Why is there nobody there? Where are these guys? Why? Why are you still here? Oh my god. Seriously? Because yeah, that is why. Okay, whoops. Whoops. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be. Let's do it now. Poland is harder than the Axis to take down and the Allies. It's because I messed up my divisions in there. It's okay. Okay, Poland is down. Now when it comes to Poland, we can annex this part of Poland. But this part of Poland we want to puppet. Not only we want to puppet it, but we want to actually create Belarus and Ukraine in there, and Lithuania as well. I guess we can instead annex this thing. Yeah, so this is to prevent the Soviet Union from attacking us, because they get claims on Poland, but they don't get claims on these people. So in this way, the Soviet Union will get absolutely no claims. Now let's get ready for Luxembourg. And by the way, what we can already do, since we annexed this puppet, is we can reintegrate the empire. This doesn't actually do anything, but now we gain cores on all of this stuff. I think we already had cores on all of that stuff, though. More importantly, after we take Luxembourg, then we will get a lot of cores. A lot of cores. Oh, well, it's built in the UK, I guess. How long before we get this? Look, Luxembourg, look at the amount of time you're wasting. I could have done so many beautiful things instead of taking care of you. Can I bypass this? There is no Habsburg Poland though. Very cool. No, I don't care about that now. Just want to finish this one. Alright, finally, claim on Luxembourg. Let's make Luxembourg disappear. Give me a peace conference, please. Perfect. Annex Luxembourg. And with that last bit of land, we are now able to realize the European unity. Union of European states. This is the new OP European Union. And it is OP not only because of the insane amount of manpower, factories, everything that we're going to get. Look at this stuff, look at this stuff. It's absolutely crazy. We have so many factories, we have so much manpower, it's crazy. And this is with limited conscription. But this new European Union is OP because you can expand it. And each of these decisions will actually give you cores on those states. So you can expand it in here. Well, that's only Switzerland. Okay, nothing special. Of course, we can core Spain and Portugal. But then look at this. We can keep expanding. We can expand in the Soviet Union, in Scandinavia, in the Balkans, in Belarus and Ukraine, even Stalingrad, and we can core all of the Russian region. So, absolutely insane. Guys, this is the end of this very long, challenging and fun run. Look at the final results. I mean, this is amazing. It's only March 1941, and we control the world, of course. We have so many cores on all of Europe, so much that we are even more powerful than Germany at its full potential. So, absolutely insane run. Guys, try this out and let me know how it goes in the comments. This is a tough one. There are a couple of things that can go differently compared to my run. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you have doubts or questions, and I will help you out. If you need, I will also make some dedicated videos to cover some aspects of this run. As you know, there is already one talking about the tricks we used in the Balkans. But if you need more, feel free to let me know. Also, guys, as you can probably notice, a lot of work went into this video. A lot of work means a bit too much. I may need to change my schedule or adjust a little bit because I spent weeks working on the optimization of this run. So I really hope you liked it. And if you did, please do not forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving a comment. As you know, comments really help the algorithm, so just comment anything you want. Just literally type anything in the comments. That's going to help. And other than that, guys, if you stayed with me until now, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye bye!